the image that I've chosen from the backlight setup where we had the backlight directly over the modifier shows the dynamism that comes from this setup. We have the hard edge along her arm here. We have the collarbone and that area kind of lit up, and we even have some definition down here in the stomach. I would crop this in probably. And before I send it, when I send it to the retoucher, I'm not going to take away too much of the scene because I'd rather have my retouch. And if you're not using a retoucher, then for yourself, it's the same thing. You don't want to have to do all the work to fix the background. You know, photography can be a little bit of a messy situation. But I think this shows really beautifully the dynamism. For the backlight setup, what I will do is add a little bit of contrast because I just want to accentuate that hard light versus really, really soft light from the front. I'm not going to do too much on my exposure. Maybe I'll bring it up 3/10, 4/10, something like that to really make it pop. But look how defined all of her features already are. Look at what we have in the eyes because those two V-flats are bouncing back really beautifully. This is a highlight, not a hotspot. This you could call a hotspot, but it's flattering. It gives shape. It's giving that light coming through and textured on her forehead from her textured hair. This could be a hotspot as well. I might bring the highlights back just a touch to rescue. But there's not much to do here. Again, I'm in a really subtle place because I've already got good light. Maybe I'll adjust the white balance a little bit to warm it up and really brings out those warm tones in the background as well. This is a lovely example of soft yet directional light. If you went to this kind of contrast because you wanted to really pop, look how much it destroys the skin tones. So I'll just go back to like 10 on that adjustment. I want to be subtle. I'm never going to do very much with well-lit images because you just don't need to. If I bring the shadows up, I don't think that adds anything. But I have the definition if I needed to. Like this is the darkest area of the image, but I have the shadows there. So I'm going to double click here to reset that slider. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do to an image like this. This shows why the backlight setup with V-flats bouncing back is so absolutely beautiful, directional, and effective. The image I chose from the backlight setup where we're not using the modifier, we're bouncing into the corner in the background is